Good morning from the office. It's 8 a.m. on the East Coast. I always want to say that. Why? I don't know. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let's see. What am I doing here? Amanda, let's tell them how to get in touch with the show. 706-889-9700. Chief at FetcherNews.com, at FetcherNews, at FYNTV. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Find us there. Now today, okay, I see no time like the present. Now I for one, have procrastinated on some things in the past. But when it comes to politics, I feel there's no time like the present. So day before yesterday, we had a runoff election with Republicans. That ended up being a good old-fashioned shellacking, ass-kicking. And yesterday we talked about why certain Republicans won, why certain Republicans lost, and the Donald Trump effect. We worked on that. So I think there's no time like the present to discuss the next step. As we enter the danger zone and we talk Democrats, Georgia Democrats. Yes, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk Georgia Democrats. Now, tonight, the Republican Party will be holding a unification, a unified. This is going to be the opening song, right? Let's see, what's the opening song? What is it? They're going to be singing. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. That's right. The Republicans are going to break. Nathan Deal's going to be leading up there. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Republicans. Now let's hear from the Cagle side of the room. Kumbaya. If you supported Casey Cagle, let's hear from you. Kumbaya. Yeah. If you supported Brian Kemp, let's hear you. Kumbaya, my Lord. If you think Nathan Deal's endorsement did not mean a damn thing in any election, and should he even be here tonight, let's hear from you. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, my Lord. That's what the Republicans will be doing tonight. And as you think I am joking, as you are saying that that guy has lost his mind, he's crazy, who would listen to him? I would pay attention, Republicans. Oh, wait a minute. There's one of the problems Republicans have. They don't pay attention. They don't pay attention to the voters. They don't pay attention to their districts. They don't pay attention to the electorate. Is that what it's called? I don't know. They don't pay attention. And when good people tell them things, they pat them on their little head and send them on their way because they don't pay attention. Now, here's the interesting thing, okay? This is not an interesting thing. I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. Now, that's not the interesting thing. Now, the majority of my friends, I guess, identify as Republicans. I don't like the word identify, but, I side with what Republicans say they want to do. I side with that, okay, of what they say they want to do, but I'm not a Republican. So I thought about going down tonight, but they don't want me in the room. I know they're going to say nice. Oh, no, come on down. It's a kumbaya moment for everybody. It's a real love fest. But pay attention to something, okay? I applaud the Republican Party, the GOP of Georgia, in doing the unification party tonight. I agree with it. I applaud you. I support you. I think it's the right thing to do. But would you please tonight pay attention on who comes to your party? Okay? Watch the door on who shows up. Because let me tell you what has to happen tonight and what they're going to do. And we're going to get into the Democrats at 9 o'clock. At 8:30, we have Carla's Corner. And at 9 o'clock, we are going to break down the Democrats. And you don't want to miss it. But here's what's going to happen tonight. Remember yesterday we did the 500 endorsements Casey Cagle had? Remember that? What's going to happen tonight is we're going to need senators, Georgia State Senator and House Representatives to approach each other and apologize. Big word. Apologize for things that may have been said. You know, you're going to have a real unification in House seats. You're going to have to bring everybody back in. Okay? Now, politics, there is the such thing as people get scorned, okay? And, sorry, let me turn this off. And it takes a little time, okay? Takes a little time. And people get scorned. It takes a little time to come back together, but they need to, all right? Because, but here's what I don't know if they will do. Is if they will go down there tonight and come together, sing Kumbayas, I made jokes about it, but acknowledge and realize what went wrong for the $10 million man, okay? Even Lee Majors, the bionic man, only had $6 million in his right arm, okay? But if they'll start breaking down immediately the $10 million failure, the endorsement failure, sorry, when you lose 70-30, it's not a loss, it's a failure. When you lose 70-30 by a half million, almost 600,000 Republicans in the state of Georgia come out, 600,000, you have a mandate from the other side, clear. I mean, you always hear about an election having a mandate. And as soon as, you know, they'll tell you President Trump doesn't have a mandate because he did not win the popular election. Okay? But you will hear on election night, well, this candidate definitely has a mandate. The Republican Party tonight has to understand. Listen to me close. You will not be thrilled at my show today, Republican Party. Republican Party. But I am going to do everything I can to help you beat the Democrats. Because I'm just telling you, I know what's coming. There's an old saying, so goes this state, so goes this state, so goes the nation. Pay attention. This is stuff you need to write down. Because I know the arrogant jackass state elected representatives, I didn't mean representatives, senators, any of them, okay? Yeah, I said it. I know the arrogant, jackass, pompous state Republican House and Senate representatives that will laugh at what I say today. They will make a mockery. They will joke at what I say. But so goes the Republican Party in Georgia, so goes the nation. I said it first. Well, wait a minute. What do you mean? I'm telling you. So goes the Republican Party in Georgia, so goes the nation. Now I'm not going to say it yet. You're going to have to come back for 9. I'm going to tell you what so goes the Republican Party in Georgia, so goes the Republican Party. Watch, 9 o'clock. I'm going to tell you why I said that. Next, if they will go down there and kumbaya and love each other and pat each other on the back, it'd be great. But here's my prediction. Is there going to be so many circles in the room, right? So many circles in the room of everybody whispering. Oh, yeah, so many circles. in the room of everybody whispering, okay? Next, this is my advice to the Republican Party of Georgia, and I know you don't care. Because I have given you my damn advice before and you don't listen. But what good's my advice? Maybe you all think I'm crazy as hell. But let me tell you, Republican Party of Georgia, you need to come out of there tonight in your unification party, okay? And you need to tell your state senators and your representatives to go back and humble themselves in their districts and tell the voters that voted for Brian Kemp 74%, 68%, 72%, not quote, you apologize, not quote, but that you respect them. You better go home and reconnect with your district, okay? There's an old saying is, I got to take care of my house first. I'm looking in the camera and telling you, if you're a Georgia State representative or you're a Georgia State senator, okay, you're an elected official. If you're a Georgia State if you're a sheriff, if you are a commissioner, if you're an elected official, okay, anywhere in the state of Georgia, that your name shows up on the Casey Cagle, please acknowledge he was beat 70-30. There's only 600 or 700 votes out of almost 600,000, 580, 570. Only about 600 votes that separates him from taking 159 counties. Brian Kemp will stand up there tonight at the Unification GOP party. He is the leader of the GOP now. Please, two things to acknowledge, damn it. It's not Nathan Deal. Nathan Deal needs to drift off here. He needs to get him the first flight to Palm Springs and sit by the damn pool and shut the hell up. You need to accept tonight at your unification party when Brian Kemp walks in, he is the head of the Republican Party of State of Georgia, 70-30. He has a mandate. He has the strongest mandate of a governor candidate, Republican governor candidate in the history of the state. Period. I am so tired. Do not tell me one more time how highly popular this damn Nathan Deal is. The man that's popular in the state right now, the man that has a mandate, the man that has to go win is Brian Kemp. So tonight, when he walks in the room, the hell with Nathan Deal. Oh, you won't listen. You won't listen. You know what? You need to do a Nathan Deal boom. You need to ask Nathan Deal tonight two things. One, am I going to give it all away or do I? Yeah, I'm going to give some of it away. You need to do this tonight, Republican Party. You won't listen to me. I know you won't. But you need to ask the governor, Governor, please, 1 minute, go up on the stage, acknowledge what an awesome win Brian Kemp had. Acknowledge that every Republican in the state needs to support the candidates all the way down the ballot. And you thank them for their service. You thank him for his service as Secretary of State. You thank each and every one in the room for their service. This is your chance for their service. I know you have to close the statement. Senators, representatives, for their service in the last year. You do 1 minute. And it's like Ronald Reagan flying off to California, right? Boom. They did not want Ronald Reagan to overshadow George H. Bush. Okay? They were trying to make George H. his own man. And Ronald Reagan went opening night or something, okay, as much as we loved him, as popular, as truly popular as Reagan was at that time. And he flew off there and he let George H. have his campaign. Nathan Deal, for the sake of the state of Georgia, for the sake of the Republican Party in Georgia, do 1 minute and go home. Don't even stay. Go home. And promise us something else. Am I going to say all this before 9? If I say all this before 9, just think of what I have to say at 9. All right, promise us something else, Nathan Deal. That you'll keep your ass out of the campaign, period. Period. Do not campaign for Brian Kemp, please. Do not come out, because keep your ass out of it. I'm going to tell you why he has. How's that working out? How are Nathan Deal Republican endorsements working out? It is firing up people like you would not believe. There's two things that fired up Tuesday's vote like you would not believe. It's Nathan Deal's endorsement that fired up the people that have had it. And that's a strong voice across the state because they spoke loud Tuesday night. You think I'm talking loud? The voters in the state of Georgia spoke loud Tuesday night. Nathan Deal fired him up. I'm not rehashing the election, but let me tell you something. Brian Kemp was well on his way to victory and would have won victory without President Trump's endorsement. Nathan Deal fired that right up. He finished it, okay? It's the Deal curse, okay? Second is the Trump tweet. Deal fired him up. Trump sent him out to the polls. Boom. Brian Kemp has a mandate. I said it over and over. So tonight at the Unification Party, Georgia state senators, Georgia House of Representatives, no matter who you are, okay? County commissioners if you go, sheriffs if you go, okay? No matter who you are, if you are there, you're on the list of 500 endorsements, it doesn't matter. I'm not mad. We are not mad. There's two things got to happen. You got to walk in the room tonight, realize the citizens of Georgia, the Republican Party, sent almost a 600,000 vote message with a 70-30 mandate. When Brian Kemp walks in the room, treat him like Brian Kemp. Don't treat him incompetent. You got it? Now, go home tomorrow. Here's what you got to do. Go home tomorrow and reconnect with the Brian Kemp voters, no matter who you are out there, tonight. Don't go down there tonight for Greg Bluestein, all right? I mean, I love Republicans going and shoving their heads up the asses of the liberal media in Atlanta, thinking one day they will like me. One day, today's the day the media will like me. What the hell's wrong with you damn people? So don't go, yeah, they're going to be walking around and milling around, and all of you are going to be kissing AJC ass tonight. Really good. Pucker right up there, baby. It's when you get home to Gilmer County. It's when you get home to Lumpkin County. It's when you get home to Union County. Wherever the hell you get home to. All right? After the party's over, and somebody sang, I ain't going to tell you who, okay? It's over. Go home, reconnect with the Kemp voters. You got it? Reconnect with the Kemp voters in your district. Don't say you're sorry. Tell them you respect them. Tell them, go to your local meetings. If you're a damn state senator, go to the local meetings and say, you know what, I want to hear from you because I endorsed a candidate that you guys voted 70% against. I want to hear from you why. I want to hear from you because I'm to represent you. It's going to sort out. This campaign is going to be like the sifter. Remember the old days? You throw the 2 shovels of dirt in there and you shift back and forth, you know, get you some nice dirt. That's what this campaign has done on the Republican Party. Go home is my advice. Reconnect. Go to the tea parties. Oh, you think they're a bunch of whack jobs sometimes. And hell, there's 1 or 2 that show up that's crazy as hell. I go to them. It could be me you think's crazy. Go to the tea parties. Go to this party. Go to every damn thing and tell them you're listening. Because let me tell you what the hell you need to connect with. You need to connect with 65, 70%. How about Hall County? Holy mackerel, Batman. The governor, nobody can pull your ass through. I'm telling you right now. My advice, which you will not take. You will not take my advice. Go home, go tonight, kumbaya, love everybody. Okay? Wear tie-dye shirts if you want. I would make it a whole 60s thing, okay? Flip-flops, tie-dye, everybody love each other. Just sing, chant, whatever the hell you want to do. But go home tomorrow and reconnect, okay? If you want to say for the good of the party, reconnect with the Kemp voters. Go find out what really happened in your district, okay? Because let me tell you, I'm going to close with this. I've got Carla's Corner. You're not going to like this. There's so much of this show that's raw today with Republicans. But you know, there's an old saying, is your friends will tell you the truth, okay? But if your head's so far up in the air, I have talked to Republicans. I said to a Republican the other day, an elected official in the state of Georgia, I said, you know, every time I hear you talk, it just gives me it resonates. You've been there too long. You've been there too long because nothing I'm telling you are you connecting with or listening to me. All right? You know what? Let me look at the camera and tell you something. Republicans in the state of Georgia, I'm not going to backslap you tonight. I'm not coming down. You don't want me in the room. I know you don't want me in the room. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, I didn't get up this morning to find out if a damn Republican in Georgia likes me. Okay? But here's the point, okay? I'm not going down for the backslapping tonight. I'm not doing it. I thought about it, you know. I do pretty good at kumbaya. You know, they may give me the lead. But, you know, I'm thinking, no, I'm not doing it. But Republicans, your friends are going to tell you the truth. And that's me. So when you're down there backslapping tonight, okay, go home and tell your friends in those circles, say, hey, that crazy-ass guy up there in LJ that yells at the camera for 2 hours a day, he may have a point. We may need to go home and connect back. Well, you'll know the ones that's been there too long. Well, I'm connected to my district. I know my district. I know my voters. Bull! You don't! Because if your name is on that list, let me tell you something. There are so many of you in the state of Georgia that, whoa, this went over your head. You need to go home. I'm going to say this before I close for my next segment. This is the part you really don't like. Well, actually, the 9 o'clock hour you're not going to like at all, Republicans, because I'm going to bring the Democrats into the game. And why? You say, well, hell, are you going to talk about Trump and the EU and the trade deal? Hell, I knew that was coming. I didn't get all stressed out. I'm not a sensationalist on the show every morning with Morning Joe that the world's going to end because Trump said the piggy bank's closed. Yeah, okay, I knew that was coming. Are you going to talk about Cohen and the tape and Lanny Davis? Yeah, who the hell's paying Cohen's attorney bill? Lanny Davis is not cheap, baby. Huh? Wonder what's going on there? I don't give a rat. I do not care if Trump... inquiring minds over CNN want to know if Trump gave Cohen some money and Cohen sent a check to a Playboy bunny and now everybody's up in arms. I don't care. All right? I'm trying to tell you, so goes the Georgia Republican Party, so goes the nation. I'm going to tell you at 9 o'clock. You're going to laugh at me. I don't care because I tape everything. And guess what? Trump's election. Boom! Coming down the escalator. I knew he was the next president. You laughed. Thought I was crazy. Guess what? I'm the guy that came the next day. Access Hollywood tape. What I say to the camera. Everybody calm down. Relax, relax, relax. Right? That was me. Brian Kemp. I watched that thing all the way through. I did think Casey Cagle had everything checked off. But I watched the strategy being played. And I said to somebody called me yesterday and said, you know, I was in your office one day. This is what the person said. I was in your office one day during the primary. And you said to me, this is what this person said. You said to me, you know, I really think Hunter Hill's a good guy. And I like Hunter Hill. Now, I told a lot of people early in the primary, and I told people close to Casey Cagle's camp, Hunter Hill was the guy to watch out for, okay? And he was. Early on, Hunter Hill was the guy to watch out for. But this gentleman said, I was in your office, and you said, you know, when it started, I said Hunter Hill was the guy to watch out for. As this thing progresses and I follow it, Kemp's likability is through the roof. People like Brian Kemp. And that person said, I never forgot that. And there you go. But anyhow, go home, Republicans, tomorrow. Tonight, sing Kumbaya. Okay? Mend fences. All right? If you see reporters, okay? Friends don't let friends drink and talk to reporters, damn it. Okay? Obviously, after it's Friends Don't Let Friends Drive. Okay, that's next. But if you're there tonight, please have not designated drivers, have some designated sober Republicans to pull the dumbasses away from reporters after they've had 2 little shots. Please, please, no sound bites in the morning. Because I know you think the Republican Party thinks in Georgia that the liberal media is showing up tonight because they love you. Oh my God. Get my pills. Oh my God, get my pills. I'm telling you, that's what you think. Please watch the room tonight. You see a Republican with 2 shots of loudmouth soup? Grab his ass back. Designate a couple people to stay sober, damn it, so people don't talk to the wrong people. Oh, by the way, they could record you and you don't even know it. Republicans, don't do anything stupid tonight. That's what I'm begging you. Sing Kumbaya, pat everybody on the back, and when you get home tomorrow, reconnect with the Kemp voters and quit laughing at me because I know what I talk about. And at 9 o'clock, we're going to bring up those pesky Democrats, and you don't want to miss that at 9 o'clock. You want to be here. I'm enjoying this show. Let's take a break right after these messages. Carla's Corner.